All right, I'm gonna try to do this quickly so that this video is not like 30 minutes long. I just wanted to do a get ready with me. Normally I don't do my makeup in my living room, but I feel like the lighting is a little bit better. It took me so long to set this up, but I do have a mirror in front of me. Normally I do a very simple, basic, day-to-day makeup routine. It's like full face makeup, but it's not heavy. At least I don't think it looks very heavy. And if I'm going out anywhere, I might like do my bronzer a little bit darker, my eyeshadow a little bit darker, might wear a little bit of eyeliner. I just don't think I look good with like a ton of makeup on. So I also dye my eyebrows. My eyebrows and my eyelashes are super blonde, and so I don't do anything with my eyelashes. I have been considering getting them microbladed, but I don't know if I'll ever do it. My eyebrows, I do dye my eyebrows with men's beard dye. I still need to do a video on that. I'm nervous because I put out that hair dye video and then I didn't realize like how there are so like set opinions on when you do something to your own body. Other people have a big say-so in it. The constructive criticism I'm here for, but like, I don't know, some people are ruthless. Like, it's my hair though, why do you care? I was legit just showing like how I dye my hair. I do it a little bit different now because of some of the people's comments, which I appreciate, but I'm like, jeez. My hair also looks a little bit different color-wise in this camera versus like what it usually looks like. It looks a little bit more like yellow, which is weird. So bear with me. First, I use Revlon Color Stay. I make sure to get combination oily skin. I get 150, which is buff. So I put like one and a little pump on my hand, and then I'll take my sponge. And it's really light, like it covers well because my face is very red. I have naturally like reddish tones in my hair. I was born a redhead, believe it or not. So my skin is also a little bit more red. So I will just kind of blot it all over my face. Right here is always super red. So I'm trying to look into different concealers. I just have an issue with it looking too cakey underneath my eyes. Even if I blot this under my eyes, it's like super cakey. So I have to be careful what I use. Plus, I need something for wrinkles. Believe it or not. Just preventative stuff, you know. I'm gonna be 30 in a couple weeks, which I'm thrilled about. I also have some questions that I'm going to answer like as I'm doing this. So next, I use Mineral Wear Physicians Formula Loose Powder. It has an SPF in it too, but it's translucent light. This is what I use to kind of set my face. I'm telling you, all this stuff is from the drugstore. I don't really care. I use a big brush. Usually I put it in a different lid, but. All right, dumbest way I've ever been injured. I did like a little video on it. I ran through a glass door when I was in junior high. I ran through a glass door because I thought that I forgot my candy necklace inside. Had to get stitches, I was on crutches for a while. That was ridiculous. Do I count my steps? I do this weird thing like when I'm driving is I will like tap my finger or I'll like tap my toe to the lines in the road. I know that is so weird. If I'm like bored driving down to my dad's house or something, I will just like tap my finger like as I'm passing the lines. That's really weird. Something you would never guess about me. I don't know why. I think a lot of people are surprised that I'm actually really, really shy, and I am an introvert, and so even making videos and putting them out there it was very uncomfortable for me at first, but I really enjoy doing it, and I've gotten more comfortable doing it, but at first I felt so weird doing that. All right, next I'm going to do my eyebrows. I really like this eyebrow pencil. I was doing a pomade. It was just a little too heavy, a little too much. I've been trying to do more of like a natural look. My eyebrows have been really frustrating me lately though, because I cannot get, I don't know if I like cleaned them up weird or something, but every day I like dread doing them, which is why I've been considering doing microblading. All right, this is Color Stay Brow Creator Revlon. It has this end, which I like that it's super thin, and then it oh, don't look at that. And then it also twists, and it has like a powder in there, so if I need to fill it in a little bit, I don't know, I really like it. So I hate when people do makeup videos, but then they don't show you like the step, like, oh, I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera. It's like, no, that's what I wanna see. So I'm gonna try to do it on camera. I'm gonna look this way though. But first what I will do is, this is gonna be awkward. First what I do is I brush them out, and then I underline just very lightly, like you can kind of see the shape very lightly, and then I blend that. And then I will go on the top very lightly. See, pissing me off already. And then I'll just kind of lightly like fill it in a little bit as I'm going, brush it, fill it, brush it. And then I go to the other side and do the same thing. But I always make sure it's somewhat even. Oh, most unusual talent. I can wiggle my ears. Can you see it? Something people think makes them look cool, but actually makes them look ridiculous. Something I just cannot get behind is like the fanny pack that's like strapped around your chest. I mean, I'm not into it. If you're into it, more power to you. I just can't get into that. Like fanny packs in general, I will never ever wear one ever, unless it's for like a costume party kind of thing. I just can't get behind it. Then I go through, back to my eyebrows, then I go through the very front and I just very lightly, okay, it's good enough, whatever. Next, what I do is, oh gosh, I really need new eyeshadow. Okay, this color is rubbed off, so I can't even tell you a color. It doesn't have a name on the back though, so I can't tell you a name, but it's Maybelline and it's in one of these single ones. But what I do is I take a brush that is like angled and it's kind of fluffy, and you can tell I've used a lot of this. This is how I do my makeup every single day. Don't you feel like some days though you look better when you do your makeup? And then other days you do it the exact same way and you're like, ugh. So I take this and I rub it all over my lid, which by the way, I'm also very down to trying different eyeshadows and stuff. Like I thought about going to Ulta Beauty just to try some different stuff out, but we'll see if I can get over there. So this is just, it's super light. It's a very light shimmer. And I'm going to brush it. That's it. It's just a really light shimmer. All these brushes are from, it's BH Cosmetics. I've had these for a really long time, and I'm actually looking to replace a lot of my eyeshadows and brushes and try new stuff, try concealers, that kind of thing. So, but for now, this is just what I've been doing. This is also Maybelline. It's called the Nudes. It's the Nudes palette. And this is, I don't know. So obviously my sweet, sweet daughter had played in my makeup and like popped some of these out, but the bottom, this shade right here, it looks dark, but it's actually not. But I will dip this brush, I will dip it in, and then I knock the excess off, and then I actually kind of brush it on my hand to kind of get extra off too. And when you're looking, you can kind of see right here where you can see a shadow. That is where I put this color. I just do it right there. I extend it a little bit, and then I also bring it down this way. And then I will take that angled brush and drop it and blend it out. Oh, it looks so dark in the corner. And then same thing to the other eye. What is something you get wrong almost every time you do it? Rice. Rice. Every time I cook rice, it's mushy. No matter if I follow the directions or not, it's mushy. What's the funniest place you've ever fallen asleep? Technically I didn't fall asleep, but I did. Every year my grandpa would take all of us on like a vacation because I would spend summers with my dad. And so he would take us on a vacation, and we went to Pikes Peak. So technically I didn't fall asleep, but because of Pikes Peak is like one of the highest elevated mountain tops, whatever. They have like food up there, and it's like you visit there kind of thing. And I went up there and I ended up passing out just because I couldn't, like my body couldn't handle the elevation. So I passed out when we were at the buffet line, passed out. I remember falling backwards like on the guy next to me, and then whenever I woke up, I was sitting at a table with my grandma, and I was so embarrassed, and a worker came over to me and was like, "Were you the one that passed out?" And I'm like, "Nope, wasn't me." All right, next what I do is Milani. It's bronzing powder, Silky Matte 01 Sunlight. I bought a bronzer a while ago, and it was like shimmery. I don't do shimmer. The most shimmer that I will do is like on my eyes, and I'm thinking about not doing that much. So what I do, I don't do like the typical like contouring per se. I have a brush that's like this. Dip a little in, and I usually rub it on my forehead. I will also do it along here, like right above my eyebrow. And I feel like I can do it a little bit down. You know, it doesn't have to be right on my hairline because I do have really light skin, and this is not very dark. I don't want anything that's like super dark. I just want it to look a little bit better. Next, what I do, this is probably not what you're technically supposed to do, but I do it anyways, even in the winter time. So I will take just a tiny bit, and the very tip of the brush, I will just dot it like here and here, so that it looks like you have some sun. And then I will also do it here a little bit, so it looks like you have some sun, but it's like subtle enough to where it's not like awkward looking. Like, what do you have on your face? You know what I mean? And then I take that big brush and blend it. All right, would you rather be plain looking but always the funniest in the room, or super hot but always the most boring in the room? 1000% plain looking, funniest in the room. Would you rather post an extremely unflattering photo that gets hundreds of likes, or a super flattering photo that only gets 1 like total? Definitely the unflattering photo, because I feel like that's a big thing that I've tried to do too. Is, I mean, obviously there's certain things that like I won't post or that I won't show in my videos, as far as like my kids fighting, or, you know, obviously I get annoyed with my kids, I get annoyed with my husband, and I'm not gonna show that. It's just, I don't know, you just don't show that kind of stuff. But I try to be pretty real and honest and show you like raw moments as well. So I would definitely rather post like an unflattering picture, because Instagram, man, you get down a rabbit hole of like, oh, you look at all these houses and the girls' clothes and their makeup and their hair, and then you look around and you're like, ugh, you know, like then it makes you like almost like unhappy with the stuff that you have, and that's a bad thing to get into. Just be happy with what you got, because it's perfect. Whatever you have is perfect. Where's my mascara? Mascara, I don't really care what brand it is. This is what I bought. I just like the smaller wand to it, but this is just as easy and cheap. But I always use brown mascara, always. So you can tell I do have eyelashes. They're just very, very light. So first what I do is I only go to the corner first. So like majority of the mascara, whatever is on my wand. And then, you know, I always get it in my hair too when I'm doing this. That's always a plus. But first I do it. See, I do have eyelashes. They're just, you just can't see them. So I go in the corner, and I go at the very tippy top too of my eyelashes, and then whatever's left over, I will bring it over to the rest of the lashes. And then sometimes you get, I don't do anything underneath my eyes. Sometimes I will do that shimmer that I put on first. Sometimes I'll do that underneath. If I'm going out, sometimes I will, oh my God, my hair. Sometimes I will do like a little bit darker underneath my eyes. But if I do a darker color, I don't extend it my whole eye. I will only do almost like a little dot right here. In the summer, I'll do like a little dot of like color, but blend it to where it's subtle enough. All right, so same thing with this. Same thing with this eye. That's another question. Are you a morning person or a night person? I am a morning person, but I can 1000% be a night person. You know what I mean? No kids, going out. Those are nice like that. But I would, if I had to choose, I would definitely choose like early morning, like get up, have coffee outside. Brett and I did that a couple times last year, and it was so much fun. All right, what's another one? Is there anything you change about yourself? No, but I've told Brett a lot that I wish who I am now, I wish I was that person like back in high school, back in junior high. I feel like I'm a lot more confident now, and not confident like, just confident in who I am and myself. And Brett is very like, what you see is what you get. Like, he doesn't care what you think about him. He doesn't care about nothing but loyalty to his friends, to me, to his family kind of thing. Like, I feel invincible. And I know that's a really strong word, but like when I'm with Brett, I feel like invincible. Like if anyone were to disrespect me, be rude, if I got my feelings hurt, like he would stand up for me. It wouldn't matter who it is, who said it, like he would stand up for me. And I love that. And that same like mentality of like that loyalty, that like confidence, not caring what people think. Like I've really kind of adapted that because I am such a people pleaser, and I am such a kind of go with the flow. But in certain, circumstances, that's not always a good thing to be like that. So he's really like boosted my confidence and like helped me like stand up for myself. I know that sounds silly almost to say because I'm almost 30 years old, but I'm telling you, he's definitely changed my mindset in that sense of like, because it got to the point where I would get stomach aches because of how upset it would make me if I upset somebody else, or if I had to confront someone or anything like that. Like, I would get horrible stomach aches. And so being with somebody like Brett has really helped my anxiety a lot too. I feel like everybody has their own little like anxiety things, but I don't know, I just love him and he's helped me a lot. And I think I've helped kind of calm him down. Like, we're such opposites in that sense. I know you don't get a good sense of like who he is in the videos, because he's not like a social media kind of person. And so even being on camera for the first time when I first started my channel, he was like weary of it. He doesn't hardly post on Facebook. He doesn't take pictures. He doesn't like, I don't know, but I like that. I like that about him. He's very, like I said, what you see is what you get. And that has nothing to do with the question that I've read off, but I don't know. I just love him. We've been together for almost 13 years, married for 6 years. That's a long time. That's a long time. So before I am able to run out to the store really quick, I'm gonna go ahead and make a snack for my kids for after school. They are like starving when they get home. So I'm gonna go ahead and make muffins. Can you hear my rooster in the background? I also have dishes that I need to get done and some things around the house. I need to mess around on my computer because I'm making some signs for Dalen's room. I'm trying so hard to get that done because now, as the nice weather is coming, there's so many things outside. So I promised them that I would get their bedrooms totally finished. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw a hat on. My hair's driving me nuts. It's in that like awkward in-between stage, like length, I should say, where it like curls because it's right there on my shoulder. I'm ready for it to like be just a smidgen longer. So I'm gonna throw a hat on and then I will show you the muffins that I make. Usually I just stick to, where's my hat? Oh. Usually I just stick to banana muffins, but I tried these, they're like cinnamon sugar muffins that I'm actually gonna try to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. This is why you never see me in cute clothes, because I'm either outside working in my garage, getting dirty, working on house stuff, painting, doing DIY stuff, or I'm in my house doing absolutely nothing. It's raining! No! So here in just a little bit, I'm gonna go pick up my kids from school, come home. I've been starting dinner a lot earlier too. I might make something for breakfast, kind of get that ready because it's just going to be raining the rest of the day. I hate days like today where I can't get outside, but I don't really have a whole lot to do inside because the stuff that I need to get done is outside and it's crappy and rainy. But it's all right. Some days are lazy. Lazy Tuesday. So Shepherd Wayne. My dogs are being ornery. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today on this lazy Tuesday afternoon. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. This dog barks and barks and barks. At what? What do you bark at? Nothing. No, you do not. Oh, Portia. Portia.